Hey guys, and welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Tiffany with Hot Mess Planning. So today I am going to plan for the week of June 24th through June 30th. This is the last week in this planner. So this is the last time that I will be planning in this very thick and full planner. As some of you may or may not know, this is the first time that I have ever made it through an entire year of a planner. I usually switch out about 6 months because they get so thick. And I am telling you, like, my cover is popping off and it's a struggle, y'all. So, but I'm really excited to plan this week. This is, I believe it was a February or a March kit. I did choose to do it in June. I don't have anything like special going on this week or anything like that, but I absolutely love the colors and I thought it was really nice to kind of end June in and to move into July, a more summer month. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I have a lot of sticky notes here just because that's what I do. Let's see. And I have a lot of stuff like that won't go on a sticker. So I do want to start with how this last week looks. So this is, so far, this is Thursday morning. I decided to bump up my film day a little bit so that I have an extra day to edit and get it ready to upload for Sunday, just because it's kind of, time is getting tight on the weekends. So I am going to go ahead and start with my bottom washi. I have plans for the month of July in my new planner. And like I said in my last one, that was kind of a little bit of a struggle, so I'm worried about the weekly. I have finally figured out how I think I'm going to use the note pages. I don't know, like, I feel like we've been asking for more note pages and all of that for so long, and then she finally gives it to us and I have no idea what to do with it. I think because I've spent so much time getting used to the layout of this planner. So we'll see. We'll see. It may be a struggle. It may not. You know, it may be one of those moments where I'm just kind of overanalyzing. Who knows? Okay. And I always get this little thin piece between the large washies. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm doing this the same way as well, because something I noticed that could easily go wrong for me is that it is a pattern that goes a specific way, so I want to make sure the pattern is followed. I don't think I'd be very happy midweek if I realized that the pattern wasn't followed when I switch over to Thursday. So, all right, there is my bottom washi. So next, I'm gonna do my date. Oh. Something that I love about Planner Kate stickers is that even though this was like a March or a February kit, you can use it any month and it works, you know, like, so like if it was a February kit, she doesn't stop at, you know, 28 days instead of 31, like all of her kits have the same general format, which is nice. I do plan to use a lot of the stickers for a little bit, just kind of how she has them laid out. But I don't know, you know, things may change. I never know how my planning style is going to be, you know, 6 months from now. I have so much going on this next week, it's not even funny. I am not prepared in the slightest. I probably should go ahead and do my whiteout. And I believe I've said this before, but I did want to preface that the whiteout, I have used a lot of different kinds of whiteouts, and I've seen for a while now, as I'm sure most of us have, like a lot of the other planner ladies and their videos, they use this Tombow whiteout, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, it's probably not very cheap. I didn't know, I didn't look into it, but I made the assumption, you know. And so for me, I do like to kind of, not necessarily like watch my budget with everything. I mean, even though I do, but I'm particular on stuff. Like, it has to really be worth it for me to spend the money on it. Like, I have to really love it. And so I never even looked into it, and I just used plain whiteout, which, mind you, was not making me happy because it rarely worked. But it was cheap, so it was worth it, you know. And so finally one day I was like, I'll go ahead and get the whiteout and give it a try. And I have never been so happy with whiteout in my life. And I think the main reason why I like it is because it does kind of match the page. So like, I've noticed on camera I can see it, but in person, I mean, it really does kind of match. So like when I'm looking at the page, I can't see a huge amount that's off, which is big for me. Okay, let's see, next I'm gonna do my strip. And I have really, really enjoyed doing my planner this way. And I think that's kind of what makes me nervous, is because I am switching to a vertical. I think the main reason, I mean, I've been going back and forth. I wanted to switch mid-year because originally I switched to an hourly just for work, and I had a vertical for everything else. And then last year I was like, you know what? I'm still working. I don't want two planners. I'll just get an hourly and put everything in it. I learned I am not a two planner girl. So I switched to the hourly, and I loved it when I was working because, again, everything had a set time. But now that it's, you know, just me and my planner, I'm not necessarily a fan. Let's see. Okay, so I've got all that. I'm going to brave the sidebar. But that makes me really nervous. I have to take this out. You can see it's very thick. It's not laying flat anymore. I don't know. It makes me a little nervous to switch over just because I've gotten very used to how I plan on this. But I don't use the hours anymore. I mean, you know, I put things that happen in the morning in the top and things that happen in the evening in the bottom, but that's about as far as I get. Okay, so I am gonna white these lines out this week because last week they really, really showed through and it kind of bothered me. Okay, uh-oh. How do I want this? Do I want it this way or do I want it this way? Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this way. So I decided, since I don't use the times, that I would go ahead and switch. So we will see. I really like the hourly so that if like there is an appointment at a specific hour, I can put it there. However, I will say that I still white out the hours and then just stick it in that area, so it's not like it really matters. I do like having the lines to follow. Okay, that's not gonna work. if this is not your first video, you understand my struggle. If this is your first video, I struggle on the sidebar a lot. So I just ask for grace while I work on this part. So anyways, we'll see. I'm nervous about it, but like in the same sense, like I'm excited to switch over just because I do know how much I enjoyed the vertical for like my own personal planning. I enjoyed the hourly for work. All right. And I still have not found a use for this specific sticker. I used it the first week for my steps. And then that's it. Okay. It only took me pulling up one, so I feel like that's a success. Okay. So next we're going to get into, I'm gonna do this here. And then, okay, I know that, how did I do this last week? I used a bigger one for this and then a regular one for this. So I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I apologize about that. My battery died. So what I did while I was charging it is I went ahead and wrote down, like, and got some of the stickers so that I'm not fiddling around as much. I wanted to try this to see how it works, and I just forgot, and then when my battery died, I remembered. So hopefully this will make it a little shorter. I know, like, I personally like long Plan With Me's, but I know, like, sometimes they can get kind of repetitive, and like by the end of it I may not know what to say exactly. So yeah, we're gonna try it and see how it works. So, and then I also realized during that time that I had forgotten my weekly banner and my flags, so we're going to do that. Uh-oh, okay. One negative about this is the washi is the same color as the weekend banner. So one thing that I did not like about this week, you guys, is it was literally only 2 colors. And I need more color than that in my life. It was a little bit, not dull necessarily, but it wasn't as fun. And by the end of the week, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of looking at both of those colors. Which is strange because they're both kind of my favorite colors. So there's that. Okay, so I did choose some garbage and recycle stickers. I didn't want to do this dark blue color just because, well, there's a lot of dark blue up there, so I went with this one. And it really most part matches. Like, you're not gonna see a huge difference, but they're not like spot on match. So, all right, let's see what else we have. Okay, so I do have my payday, my pay bills, which I'm kind of glad are 2 different colors. Okay, there's that. And that. Okay. I think that's it for those, I believe. Okay. So next, I know that I need to send an email to the board. And I just heard one of my kids get up, and a dog. Okay, so I know I need to send this email. And then we have our video that we watch on Monday nights. Oh, we watch this pretty religiously. I don't put it in my monthly like I've said before, but I do want to make sure that it's always in my weekly, because I am one of those people, if it's not in my planner, I will forget. So, and then we have our equip night. And then I do have these pre-cut. I usually lay these down sideways, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, I think that's it for Monday. I don't know about y'all, but I always have to refer back, like, just to make sure I'm not missing something. Okay, I know on Tuesday I will have a video, and I decided to do like the little dots on there just because like I kind of want to use and utilize as much of the kit as I possibly can. I love pulling in my Coffee Monster Co. stickers, don't get me wrong. But if I have something in here, like, I want to try to use it. It's kind of where I am. Okay, and I think that's going to be it for Tuesday. And then I know on Wednesday we have the September releases coming out. So I want to mark that. And then my checklist. And I use these checklists to kind of mark what I do each day for that specific class. Okay, Thursday, I know I have a video. Going up. And then I know that we are doing dinner this night with our neighbors. They are an older couple and we mowed their lawn for them. I remember when we first bought our house, they were telling us about when they mowed the lawn. And it was kind of just a moment that we won't forget, like, of what happened to them. So we do not allow them to do that anymore. And in case you are wondering, we do live in Texas. So Texas heat is a real thing. And it gets very hot. Alright, so let's see. I think that's all that we have that day. Yes, I believe so. So, and then this is going to be kind of a busy day in of itself. So I know we have to order football jerseys by this date, which I believe we just put that order in. I could be wrong. This is also 1 year since we adopted our German Shepherd. And I'm going to have my checklist. Okay. So we got that. And then we have our marriage class this night. That's what I forgot on Wednesday. I'll go back and add that in a minute. I knew I was forgetting something, you guys. Ever happened to you? Happened to me. So I forgot to mark my husband as what I so lovingly call our walk and talk for our marriage class. We have a booklet that we go over, and then on Wednesday's night we've kind of marked it as our night to go over it together. Okay, let's see what we have. Doesn't appear that we have anything that Saturday yet. Something always comes up, so I'm sure something will. So Sunday is going to be kind of busy. We have our church service that starts at 10 o'clock. And then we have family day right after that at 11. I also have my plan with me that will go up this day that I'm going to squeeze in up top here. I think I'm going to schedule my July plan with me to go up on Saturday. Because I don't want two to go up in one day. And then we have our night of worship. At 6:30 Sunday evening. I'm so excited for this week, you guys. Like, so much is going on at church. Okay. So that looks it doesn't look that crazy, but I feel like next week is insane. So next I am going to go ahead and finish up my sidebar. For my habits, I do keep track of, let's see, Thought Bubble Study. I read, eat at home, and exercise. And then for class this week, I have to read chapters 11 through 12 and Mod 4 discussion. In quiz 4. Chapters 5 and 6. And then our homework is due this week, which we don't even know what it's going to be. So, and then I'm going to take my highlighter. I'm going to cut these in. I have, like, each class has its own specific color. So I kind of keep track of it this way. I will color in these dots, and then on here I'll color it in as well for what I do that day. So that is that. I think, let's see. I know that I want to mark, because I forgot to do this last week. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. I want to mark Friday, which I'm just going to put her down here. And then, let's see. I feel like I am missing something. I did this last week, you guys, and I was like, oh, I'm missing something, and watch, I'll put it in right after I closed out. And sure enough, I had missed a couple things. So, I don't think I am, though. Like, if I'm looking at it, it looks like I have everything. So this hopefully will be a shorter video. If you guys prefer me writing it down and getting everything laid out beforehand, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed week. Bye, guys.